Hey folks, Big Anklevich here, podcaster, author, and carnivore. It is Monday, November 18th, 2024, and this is my report for week 76 of my journey to Wonderland using lion diet and alternate day fasting. Although, shoot, I don't know if I can even claim that this week, to tell you the truth. So, this week's video is going to be a little different than my normal videos. I'm not just going to go through and tell you how the week went, because the week didn't go well. The week was kind of crap. I started out okay, and then I quickly fell on my face. I started eating cheese. Then I promised that I would stop eating cheese while not really meaning it, because then I immediately ate more cheese. And I got fed up with myself. Got really frustrated, and I thought, man, I am just not doing this right. I have got to fix something. And you can look back at about this time at the start of the year, I weighed the same that I do now. I've made almost no progress in the last 365 days. Well, I guess not quite 365, because the start of the year was January. It's only November. 335 days, we'll say. Gotta be precise here. I just haven't been really going at it. Haven't been really doing it like I should. I haven't been purposeful about it. I haven't been intentional about what I'm doing. I've just been kind of floating along. And I have found, particularly with this adventure, this journey to Wonderland, that when you just float along, you don't get anywhere. You need to get the oars out and start paddling if you want to get somewhere. And I was doing that to begin with, and I lost a lot of weight doing that, and I got pretty healthy doing that. But then I thought, well, what if we just tried floating for a while and let's see how the current takes us? Well, the current's not taking me anywhere. There's not a lot of current going on with me. And I feel like I need to change things up. Just to be quick and, check all my boxes or whatever, let me just tell you about how this week went really quickly. I did poorly. I ate stuff I shouldn't. I skipped a fast. And last week, my average weight was 223.7, which was getting pretty good and really heading in the right direction. And I was getting kind of excited about maybe getting under 220 again for the first time in a while. And then this week, I went from 223.7 to 226.5. Yes, that is right. I went up 2.8 pounds, just shy of 3 whole pounds this week. And that's just on average. I'm actually worse. I'm worse than that presently. And yeah, it's just not working out. It's got to change. I've got to fix things. I thought it was pretty interesting this week. I got a comment on my last episode. And the comment is the only comment I got on the last episode. Not a whole lot to it. But the comment just said, boring. Yeah, that was what I got. Boring. Which I can understand the sentiment, I guess. Why would you want to watch this kind of stuff? Why would you want to watch this guy who's spinning his wheels, going nowhere, doing nothing of worth? Why would anybody want to tune in and see this? I don't know. I wouldn't. I don't know what the point of it would be. And I realized, that made me think, I'll have to say. And maybe he wasn't talking about that. Maybe he was just saying, you're boring, dude. And I suppose I can understand that sentiment too. You can tell that I ate cheese this week, can't you? Listen to me clearing my throat and stuff like that. That is what happens. You can also hear it in my voice. My voice is phlegmy. It's not solid like it should be. You can tell there's stuff in there causing me trouble. Don't eat cheese. If you have problems with cheese like me, that's my advice. I wish I could take it. And that is why I'm here. I'm here to take that advice. It's time to be intentional about this. It's time to get a purpose. Because if I want to stop being boring, and maybe this won't do it for a particular commenter, but if I want to stop being boring, I got to have a purpose. I got to be going about this like it matters, like I care, not just floating along and blah, blah, blahing at the end of every week. It's time to really put some effort into this. And so I'm going to make some changes. First of all, check this out. $96, that's not terrible. And 0.4, pretty low, which gives me a Dr. Boz ratio of 240. Yep, that's right. That is me checking my ketones and my blood sugar, calculating my Dr. Boz ratio, and trying to get that under control. Now, I'm a long ways from where I should be. Dr. Boz says you want to be, if possible, under 40, and even lower, under 20 would be good with your Dr. Boz ratio. Now, that's probably not going to happen all the time. Every time you eat, you're going to get some glucose, and it's going to bring your ketones down and your blood sugar up, which will make your ratio worse. But at least a few times a week, I should be hitting that. So I'm gonna start measuring that kind of stuff every day. I am going to get on it and get it together, and we're going to measure. You can't fix something if you can't measure it. You can't manage it if you can't measure it, I think is what they say, how the saying goes. So you got to measure it to be able to try and make it work. And if I want to be ketogenic, then I got to know if I have ketones. And judging from that, I have precious little. Got to get that up much higher. I think 0.5 is the limit for even being able to say, yeah, you're in ketosis a little bit. So that's what I'm going to try and do, first of all, is measure that kind of stuff. And I'm going to keep track of what I'm eating, calories, and what it was. And I'm going to be, calculating that kind of stuff and what I can and can't eat, what it does with my ketones, and so forth. All that kind of stuff is coming up this upcoming week. It's going to be time to turn things around. I will continue doing my exercise, which at the very least I've been doing that. I mean, it's just walking, but I want to expand that. I'm going to try and expand that from just walking to doing workouts as well. I need to expand beyond that and start pumping some iron. I've got a weight bench and some weights in my garage. I might need to clean the garage out a little bit to be able to use it again, because it's gotten pretty messy in the last little while. But that can be done. And I want to start trying to do something every day and see if I can also push that. But yeah, particularly I'm trying to get my ketones down, or my ketones up, my blood sugar down, my Dr. Boz ratio down, and see what I can do with that, because I think that is the real key for losing weight. And I should have passed over into the borders of Wonderland long ago, and I haven't. I only walked up to the edge and then I walked away, and then I just pitched a tent next to it and never went in. Just sat out here nearby looking over there and going, wow, I'm not going in there, but it sure is neat over there, huh? So it's time to fix things. It's time to get it going in the right direction. And that's my plan. Sorry that I screwed everything up this week and that this video isn't like usual, but you probably are like, good, it's not, because it's boring. Those videos are boring. Hopefully these new ones will be a little bit more more interesting. And maybe I'll put some flashing lights and some, I don't know, bring in Poochie to make things a little bit more interesting as well. I don't know. We'll see.
Catch you on the flip side, dude masters. Not! Hey, kids, always recycle. To the extreme! Busted!
But thanks for watching, folks. I'll see you guys next time on Big Anklovich on health.